What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Benchwarmers podcast. I'm Roger Staubach, aka Nathan. I'm here with Mac Jones is my dad, aka Zach. Julio is dad, aka Noah, and AJ Brown's nephew, aka Larry. And today we're going to be talking about this first week of the NFL preseason. What did you guys think?
Turned out pretty well.
Good for our team, me and Larry's team, Titans.
How so?
Solid defense. The second team defense did really good.
I think the offense too. We can't really overshadow.
The backup quarterbacks look solid.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have a problem if Tanner Thrill ever goes out.
Except for Woodside, he'll probably get killed since nobody wants to block for him.
That's true.
Yeah, that second offensive line looked pretty bad.
I think I saw where he got hit like straight on by some dude.
That blitz, that safety came in, nobody picked him up. He got killed.
Yeah, but guess what? He ate it. He ate it like a hamburger, bro. He got back up and he dimes.
Respect.
What about you, Nathan? The Cowboys, they got technically 2 preseason games in.
Yeah.
What are you seeing out of them?
I'd say I feel like as far as defense, they're looking a lot better compared to last year. Obviously, it's preseason, so I really don't care about it all that much. I didn't even watch the first 2 games. I just watched like the highlights because preseason is definitely a lot different than an actual game. It's like watching your local college team play. But I think Micah Parsons, man, he looks great. They weren't playing him a lot because he's too good to play with those suckers. But, man, he looks really good. And I watched the first 2 episodes of Hard Knocks, and he's hungry. I mean, he wants the ball. He wants to kill everybody. He wants to play as much as possible, and I love it. And really, I could say the same thing about Dak, man. He's hungry. He wants to get back out there and throw and prove to everybody that that wasn't a career-ending injury and that he can get out there and be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I also think Zeke looks a lot healthier than last season. And I think we're going to have our O-line back, so I think Zeke is going to have a comeback season. So I'm kind of excited.
I think if Dak stays healthy the whole year, he'll be the best, if not top 3 quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think he could be top 5 with the kind of talent we have offensively.
Right. He was on track for like so many passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you expect when you have a trash running back and you have to pass the ball 50 times a game? Well, I mean, what did he go out in? What week? Was it like week 5 or so or something?
I think so. It was 4 or 5. It was against the
Those
Giants.
first 2 weeks, they had to come back, right?
Yeah.
So when you're down by that much, you're not going to run the ball, so you have to throw it that much, which generates a lot of those passing yards he had.
Yeah, but they also got some pretty goated wide receivers, so, they can do that kind of stuff. I think CeeDee Lamb's looking really, really good. He's been awesome at training camp, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do this season.
So Dak is literally trying to kill Michael Gallup. He, placed the ball right into the back of the end zone, and for some reason, they decided to build the fence around the outdoor field 5 feet away from the end zone. So he didn't catch the ball and had to stop himself and did a front flip over the fence. Dak trying to break other people's ankles now.
The vengeance is mine. What about you, Zach? What are you thinking about the Patriots so far?
Once again, it is preseason, so you can't entirely judge the players by their full capacity yet, but I would already like Mac to start over Cam. My first reason why is Cam's opening drive nearly turned the ball over, went 3 and out. Mac's first drive, we drove down and scored immediately. Now, Mac didn't throw a touchdown because Christian Wilkerson dropped it since he has bricks for hands. But also he managed to lead the team in receiving yards somehow. But I think I saw the stats before this week's practice. And Mac in 7v7s had a better completion percentage than Cam. And in 11 on 11, Cam had him beat by 2%. Or something. But I think it's just such a close race right now, and they have Cam starting because he does have actual in-game experience.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't a fan of McDaniel's play calling with a mobile quarterback, and I'd rather him get back to the normal pocket passer quarterback, which is Mac. But
Mhm.
Mac he got little wheels if he needs to move.
Speaking of mobile quarterback, Felipe Franks. That guy ran all over us.
We don't have
He's
to talk
fast.
about it.
Bro, just his name
Sorry, but-
alone sounds like the typical Atlanta player.
Felipe Franks, 76 rushing yards.
Sheesh.
I think that might have been as much rushing as we did in like our first two. We only had 92 between our like first two running backs.
Evans and Sargent had like 84, I think, combined.
Evans and Sargent had 78. Yeah, they had 84.
Yeah. And then Hill had 43.
Yeah.
Speaking of running backs, freaking daggum Ramondre Stevenson,
Bruh.
help me carrying. We can trade Sony and N'Keal Harry out with a trade package, and I'd be fine with that. It'd create roster space since we're trying to cut down. It's coming to that time,
It is.
Ooh.
unfortunately.
Zach, if you could, would you still rather have Justin Fields than Mac Jones?
I don't know. I didn't watch the Bears game. I
think he
saw he
went
had like
off.
142 yards and a touchdown, and then he rushed for a touchdown.
I saw a thing on Gridiron's Instagram earlier. It said it was like Andy Dalton being really cocky.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
He
that.
was like, he'll be good in the future, but,
This
it's
is my
now.
time.
It's my time to shine or something like that.
It's like, what the frick did
dude-
you do last
Dude
season?
had time, but the freaking his entire career with the Bengals.
It was his time.
He's still suffering from CTE from his head injury last year.
Maybe he's just deranged because he played for the Cowboys at one point in his career.
That's true.
That makes sense.
Imagine he goes off this season.
I wouldn't mind it. It would ruin Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams' last chance ordeal.
The last
It'd be
dance.
funny to watch them lose in the NFC Championship.
Darnell Mooney
Always
and
choke.
Allen
They
Robinson go
always choke.
crazy.
That was funny.
I kind of feel
I've
bad.
never hated the Packers more than the NFC Championship when they played the
Cowboys
49ers.
in
What?
2014.
No, I wouldn't hate the Packers if they beat the Cowboys.
One of the worst moments in my sports fandom.
One of the worst moments I've had is freaking watching my team lose to the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Bro,
I've never wanted
It was so
to hurt
unexpected.
anyone more.
Nick Foles too good.
I was there, bro.
What
You were not.
irritates
You
me
were
the
not good.
most is Nick Foles went from Super Bowl MVP to third string quarterback in the span of 3 years.
For real though.
He got the bag, broke his clavicle, daggum shipped off to the Bears, and now he's
Done.
playing third and fourth quarter in a preseason game.
That is crazy though. Like
I
man's
think the
really
worst-
beat Tom Brady, and then that was just chilling.
Yeah.
Dude got a statue. A statue!
Hey, it's a good thing to beat Tom Brady.
On a play, New England ran first.
As long as Tom Brady loses, I'm happy.
All's fair. Love him more.
I mean, any other team I would have been fine with.
I think the worst game I've ever watched live, and I think I speak for Larry too, is when we lost in the AFC Championship to the Chiefs. Oh my gosh. Me and Larry were both at Drew Heck's house. Oh,
It
bruh.
was-
It's tough.
We were so hyped that we made it all the way, and then the Chiefs just killed us.
As much as I don't like Tennessee, I was rooting for them in that game.
I think a lot of people were. 'Cause people were like, "Oh my gosh, Patrick Mahomes."
I just don't like
get
how
that guy."
overrated the Chiefs are. Is what irritates me.
I honestly don't think they'll be as good as they were last year. People have figured them out.
I
It's
think
Yeah.
taken it's taken everyone 2 years, but I think the Chiefs are done for. I don't think they'll get
This-
anywhere.
Is gonna sound cocky, but I like it's mainly how many times you play them to
Yeah.
take it to figure it out. Because like New England, they nearly stop them every time they play them.
Yep.
We literally almost beat them with Stidham and Hoyer, which is ridiculous.
Impressive.
Chiefs are the new Patriots, so the refs on their side.
I'm not gonna talk crap about them because they went to 2 back-to-back Super Bowls, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt if they're not
Go to
as
3
good.
though.
I'm very surprised if they go back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, just the chances of that.
I think they'll get wild card. I think they'll definitely get wild card at least.
Mhm.
But I just think Tyreek Hill is way overrated.
Exactly.
There's people that
Not
there's
that-
people that stay with him. It's not like he runs past everyone every
Jonathan
play.
Jones.
Just want to show the highlights.
I don't know, man. Watch out, Caleb Farley. He's coming for it.
What was Caleb Farley do anything crazy in their preseason game?
He didn't do anything preseason, but today at the first practice, he had a couple pass deflections. He had an interception on Brady.
He broke up a pass with Mike Evans.
Also,
Good
overrated wide receiver, in my opinion.
Mike
I don't
Evans.
know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Mike Evans is good.
Now,
I
I'm not
feel
saying
like-
he's bad, but I feel like he's a tad overrated.
I feel like
Just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit, but not too much.
I think
Not
he-
enough as Tyreek, but
I think he's good where he is. Like, I don't think he's over or underrated. He's just rated.
Yeah.
Something like that.
rated at a 94 over. I'm kidding.
Right.
What do you guys think about the rookies in the
Bro,
first
Trevor
preseason?
Lawrence and Justin Fields, dogs. They're good.
You know, I was taking a wild guess with Kellen Mond going to the Vikings. I thought he might actually fit that system pretty good. After watching that game, I no longer believe that.
That game was terrible.
He looked awful. I don't know if it was necessarily like him just being bad. I think it was more he didn't know plays.
Right.
They played Denver, didn't they?
Yeah. Got smoked.
Also, it was probably Denver's defense that was screwing them over.
Denver's defense is good.
I think they won 33-6.
Yeah, it was 33-6.
Golly.
That was very impressive.
I was going to say what was also impressive is the 49ers and the Chiefs. I didn't expect the 49ers to do that good.
I
Yeah.
got Trey Lance, 80-yard
Yeah.
bomb.
Back
Mm.
into the rookie, Trey Lance. He's a beast. He's good.
Jimmy G watching his spot being taken again.
Again.
For real. I think all Jimmy G has is good looks. That's it.
Mhm. That is true. I think overall their quarterback class for this year might be pretty good. I say at one point, I think all of them will start this season. Well, not all of the first round picks.
Hmm.
Not Kellen Mond, obviously, or Sam Ellinger.
Who all
I
do you
would
think
go
has a
with,
good chance of starting?
Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones most likely will be the
I
5
agree.
starters by like week 8 or so.
Saying
It's
week
pretty
5.
impressive.
Yeah, I didn't want to go that soon, but wouldn't be
Same.
surprised.
I'm saying week 5.
Week 3, right now.
You think?
I think so. I mean, I'd say Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, and the top 3 picks definitely have their starting position.
Oh yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to start.
I think people are thinking that Trevor Lawrence is going to be next Patrick Mahomes.
Play the Rams
don't
week
see it.
1.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, maybe week 4, because the Bears play the Rams, the Bengals, and the Browns the first 3
Ooh.
weeks. So
Yeah.
those 2 good defenses could put Andy Dalton to sleep. Imagine his former team freaking dogs him.
I wouldn't be surprised. Come back
I
player
wouldn't
of the
either.
year, Burrow. Calling it now.
I forgot they had him. I was thinking defense mainly.
I wouldn't go as far as comeback year.
No, he is getting comeback player of the year. I really
Okay.
see it.
I mean, Dak also has a chance to win it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
Saquon.
that's what I was thinking.
I don't
Dak-
know.
Saquon's definitely not winning it, but I
No.
just had to throw him out there.
Saquon? Oh, back to the overrated conversation. Add Saquon Barkley to that. He's not that good. So
He's a worse McCaffrey.
Honestly,
I
take
hate-
Saquon over McCaffrey.
Bro, I hate how in every list I see when they like rank the running backs for the next season, somehow, some way, Christian McCaffrey is always over Derrick Henry.
And
What?
Dalvin Cook. And Nick Chubb. And honestly,
Like,
I
man's
wouldn't put
barely played.
I wouldn't even put McCaffrey over Fournette. I think Fournette, if he got full-time touches, I think he would be better than McCaffrey.
I think you just stretched it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Fournette still got it. I
mean,
really
he's no
do.
Damian Harris. Don't get me wrong.
Fournette.
No, I truly think that Fournette still has it. It's just he's got to find the right spot.
Yeah.
I want to see Frank Gore do good. Speaking of old people,
Did he even sign with somebody?
I think
Who's the other one? Adrian Peterson. Does he have a job?
no. Frank Gore is not on a
Free
team.
agent.
Peterson and Frank Gore are both free agents still.
Going back
Go
to
ahead.
the comeback thing, I feel like Dak has a better chance than Burrow because I feel like he's just surrounded with better talent overall.
And he has more talent overall. Dak is way better than Joe Burrow.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
As of right now, yes.
But I think the talent surrounding him will definitely help. The Bengals
I mean, this
aren't
is
really that good.
this is a stretch, but I feel like the only area Dak has more than Burrow is offensive line.
Yeah. I
Because
think so,
their
too.
wide receivers go hand in hand, I think.
Yeah, I would
Joe
say
Burrow
so.
would be a dog this year if they had a good line. I don't think he's gonna do good this year.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
line.
That's what makes me mad is they drafted Jamar Chase when you clearly needed an offensive lineman. Like they passed on Penei Sewell or however you say his first name,
Yeah.
which would have been the best choice for them. And like that's literally why Joe Burrow got hurt. Like if you just drafted that player, you're helping to eliminate that problem.
It's Bengals front office, man. They still can't figure out how to beat the Steelers.
Put me in.
Except for last year. That doesn't count. But going back to the quarterbacks thing, Mac Jones, he went 13 for 19, but he should have been, I would say, about 16 for 19 if they counted catches and some of them didn't drop the passes. He probably would have finished like with 150 yards or so and a touchdown because Wilkerson, once again, dropped the pass.
Rick.
It was like a 35-plus yard pass. It was an absolute dime, but he dropped it.
Speaking of dropping dimes, DK Metcalf.
Did he drop a pass in the preseason
No,
game?
He didn't play, but I just see so many people like hyping up DK Metcalf. He dropped so many more passes than people like actually realize.
Yeah, I saw that. Since 2018, he dropped a few more passes than Nelson Aguilar. And DK Metcalf has only played one of those seasons since that time.
Gary Terry over DK any day.
Gary Terry's a dog.
It was crazy how many yards DK still got despite that though.
Does he be daggum burning Stephon
Zooming.
Gilmore and crap? He's Megatron 2.0.
I mean, think
No.
though if he works
Get outta
on
here.
catching like he works on that issue.
He should work on holding a freaking ball instead of fumbling out of the back of the end zone against Dallas is what he needs to do.
I don't know. He could be good. He gotta get the hands though.
But I would take dropping passes and fumbling out of the back of the end zone over N'Keal Harry any day.
Facts.
I don't know. You could always have Jacoby Myers dual threat.
That is true.
Play everything. He could play everything.
He could probably show Tim Tebow how to play tight end, honestly.
Probably. Something
Speaking
like
of
that.
Tim Tebow, rest in peace.
Yeah, rip.
His career dead.
Bruh, I was
Again.
so hyped
R.I.P.,
to see him
homie.
play, and then I saw him get, I don't even
Tossed
know,
on a run play.
pancaked on that one block. Not pancaked, he just like,
Dropped.
He squatted, trying to like
he was just
take him
a
out.
smaller guy in that rep. Like he just got folded.
It looked like if you put a freshman from high school into like a varsity game.
City game, yeah.
Yeah. He just had no idea what he was doing.
ESPN probably like bawling their eyes out.
The-
I'm
At
sad
least they
too,
got that
bro.
one
I
touchdown
wanted to see him
pass in
succeed.
practice.
Yeah, I wanted to see Tebow do good too, but
Remember last year when DK chased down Buda Baker and they played that Mario Judah song over it?
my.
That was so funny.
I think that was the most like posted clip of last year
Oh,
through
for
all like
sure.
the social media, the sports networks.
It was
that-
either that or Derrick Henry's stiff arm on
Stiff
Josh
arm.
Norman.
Bro, that
I
stiff
thought you were
arm,
gonna leave it at stiff arm. I was gonna be like, which one?
that stiff arm will be in every highlight reel for the next 50 years.
Honestly,
That is so like
that's
that's man amongst children. Like some people don't understand how tough that is. Because
If you
Josh
can
Norman's not small. He's a grown man.
yeah.
I have a mixed opinion on it, really. I mean, it takes a lot of strength to do that.
6 feet,
But-
190 pounds, Josh Norman.
Then you have to take into the account that he was running diagonal at him.
That's his
Doesn't
problem.
take any less away from Derrick Henry, but it would have been way cooler if
It was,
Josh
like,
Norman was
straight
running
on.
straight
Yeah.
onto him.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it's a lot easier to knock someone over when they're running. And when
I don't know. I feel like
I
it
just-
would have been worse for Norman if he was going straight at him.
Yeah, I mean, helmet to
Derrick
the
Henry's
chest,
tank.
Gosh.
blunt force trauma. Homie would have retired at halftime like Vontae Davis.
Bruh.
He's
Get-
going into a coma after that.
The only stiff arm I've ever got to witness on New England when we played the Chiefs 2019, I think it was. James White planted some defensive back into the ground. It was like
feel like I
he
remember
was
that.
trying to drag him down, and he just planted him.
Derrick Henry's stiff arm against Josh Norman. My season tickets, I go to all the home games. I missed one game last year, and that was it. I was so mad.
That
I
stinks.
remember me and Drew were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and there were a bunch of Bills fans. And whenever we did that, we looked at them and just stared at them for a second.
I was at the beach. I was watching it, bro. I screamed so loud. I was like, yo, yo. And Zane was with me. I was like, Zane, look at this. And I rewinded it like 10 times. Oh my gosh, that was that.
I didn't have a moment like that last season.
Hey, look at his ankle.
Yo, that ankle going crazy.
Oh, they got the onside kick against the Falcons.
Yo, that's a stanky leg right there.
Bruh.
His ankle went flying like Norman, dude. It's okay, Nathan.
He good
I
now.
didn't
He good
really
now.
have a moment like that either.
I guess that's just what happens when you're the fan of a good team.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the Cowboys will do good this year, like being serious, and I think the Patriots will do like
Average.
average.
Yeah.
Take it back.
I think the Cowboys will have a winning season, at the very least.
Yeah,
New
I'd say
England
8
will
or 9
definitely
wins.
have a winning season.
If the team stays fully healthy, I agree.
10 plus wins. 10 plus wins. All I'm saying.
For who? New England?
Yep.
No, for
Oh
I
no.
think Dallas will. I haven't looked at their schedule. I'll look at it real quick. It looks like they play. They'll probably lose to Washington at least once.
Oh yeah.
no Washington's
Yeah, I
gonna be
think
the problem this year.
8 to 11 games wouldn't be bad. A bad guess.
Okay.
I think the
0-1.
Cowboys' schedule is hard. I mean, they got just so much
Just died.
on the
Oh,
road crap. Got first two games are away. Buccaneers, probably an L.
They open against Brady, don't they? The Chargers.
5.
They got the new
Chiefs,
coach.
that's probably an L. I don't know. For the most part, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, they have like the easiest schedule or something, don't they?
I don't think so.
They have a top
I mean, they have
5
to,
easiest schedule, I think.
they have to play the 21st and then play right back again on the 25th on Thanksgiving.
Cowboys have the 31st hardest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
I feel like it's a little harder than people are giving credit for. But yeah, I mean, for
Yeah,
the
I
most
feel
part,
like
they got some easy
You
games.
gotta look at it. 4 games out of the 17 they play isn't gonna make it a hard schedule.
Yeah.
So you
I
gotta
think a lot of it is
6 of their games
being on the road
are against garbage teams.
and,
Well,
and the timing of when they're playing.
4 really. The Eagles and the Giants are probably clean sweep. Yeah, the Giants they got players retiring because they can't run. The Eagles always find a way to lose, and well, I guess you have to take into account their first couple of games, see how well they do, because they have a new offensive coordinator and head coach, right? Yeah, Doug Peterson's out. Who's their new head coach? Whatever, doesn't matter. Still,
Yeah.
they're under new management. Yeah, so
As long as we don't lose to the Packers again, if
I
we
think
end up
the
going that far.
I could see y'all making wild card.
I can see
Yeah.
a wild card, for sure.
I would say wild card because Washington's going to win the division.
Yep.
So
I'm excited to see Washington play this year.
I am too.
Are they going to have their new team name?
No, that I think
Are
it
they-
goes into
are they
it'll go into
changing
effect next year.
They just released like some potential logos for the names they're considering, and they all look kind of clean.
They narrowed it down to 3 names out of the 8 that were listed, but they haven't released the 3 names they've narrowed it down to. Because that dude's gonna freaking trademark or whatever he did last year when they released all those names. That is hilarious.
That's so genius.
I've seen Red Wolves for like I've seen that a lot for a potential name.
That would be kind
I
of.
saw Commanders.
Commanders would be kind of lame. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The Defenders, I think I saw too, but I was like, hey, that's the C team from the XFL or whatever.
Oh yeah, the DC Defenders.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
find it. I like the post earlier.
Okay, kind of getting off topic, but what did you guys think about Cleveland Indians name change?
To the
Oh.
Guardians.
Yeah.
It's not
I
horrible.
love baseball, but I don't know. I think they could have came up with something better.
Yeah, they definitely could have.
Well, I don't want to get like political, but I don't even really think they should have changed
No,
it.
like not even political anything. I just think they could have done a better name than the Guardians. That just sounds kind of
That too.
Yeah.
They were
Sounds
talking about how the Guardians was like because of the bridge there, and then like
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
people who actually live there saying like, who cares about that?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think it's
I
fine.
do not care.
I just
If their
think,
fan base is happy, that's fine with me.
yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't made the Braves take away the chop,
The tomahawk.
because I'm a Braves fan, and I've been to like 2 games this year, and they still do it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ever gonna like. How are you supposed to stop an entire stadium full of people from doing that?
Yeah, but like usually when they do it, the Braves they'll like in the stadium they'll like turn off all the lights, and then they'll kind of like play it to get it started. They'll
Mhm.
play it through the speakers, and then the fans will just take over.
Hmm.
But they still do it. I'm surprised that's thriving so well in an area like Atlanta.
Yeah. So glad.
Speaking of stuff getting banned, the freaking taunting in the NFL.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That is so dumb. I forgot his name, but that Colts running back carried like 4 guys on his
Naeem
back.
Hines.
Yeah. Oh, he's a beast. He freaking destroyed, who was it, Amani Hooker a couple years ago or last year?
Oh
It was
yeah.
like a Thursday night game. He completely ran over him. I heard the helmets click from the stands. But anyways, he carried like 4 guys on his back, got the first down, got up. He did like a little flex, and he got flagged for it. It was dumb.
So
Freaking becoming the NBA.
it's part of the
I think-
fun, honestly. It's
Don't
like
even raise your
someone.
voice at anybody.
Taunting is part of the game. Like one of the most viral things from last year was Tyreek Hill getting a taste of his own medicine in the Super Bowl with the peace sign.
That was so
Yeah, that's gonna be
good.
a flag.
Do what, Zach?
Said that's gonna be a flag now.
Yeah, I know. This
Freaking
Fun,
Frick
so
that.
soft. Everything is getting soft. Every league.
Like
I don't
sports
know
are
why.
kind of violent by nature.
Yeah, I know. Like competitiveness just like lives in sports players.
Mhm.
Like in practice, in cross practice, preseason, regular season, postseason, everyone
just-
wants to be the best.
It's just part of it.
You have
Like-
to have emotion in sports. You don't want everyone
You
like
can't.
Kawhi.
I know. He's such an odd character, Kawhi Leonard. I like him though.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
Kawhi.
I like him because he's weird.
He's like probably my favorite guy in the league right now.
I like him because of his laugh.
It
It's so monotone and just.
seems fake.
All right, to reel it back in, what do we think is going to happen in the next preseason game? Y'all
the
play
Bucks.
Tampa. I'm not sure who Dallas plays, but we play
I
Philadelphia.
literally just looked at it and I already forgot.
Or
Hey.
is it
Oh.
Texans?
Surely we will win that one.
Oh, it's Texans.
Oh, yeah, y'all
yeah.
better watch out for Deshaun at safety.
August 24th.
Deshaun behind bars.
Surely we can win this one.
Salt your offense
It don't really matter that much though.
and
to
our
me.
defense.
I think as long as we show improvement and we're getting ready and getting closer to our first season game, I don't care if we win or lose, as long as we're improving. That's all that
I'm not
matters.
gonna lie. If the Titans defense can get 4 picks on Brady, I feel like the Cowboys can probably do close to the same. I think I think our defenses are about the same. We might have a little bit more experience, I guess, from like the few older players in our defense, but like I feel like your young Cowboys defense could probably put up the same.
I feel like with Brady's mindset though, he's not gonna let himself throw 4 picks again.
Yeah. He's gonna sit down on the bench and do his little pose, and then he's gonna go out and throw 16,000 touchdowns.
He's gonna go beast mode. I still can't get over that Super Bowl. That was freaking awesome, honestly. I didn't expect him to blow out the Chiefs that hard.
I was expecting like a real good game because the Chiefs won last year,
hmm
and then the Bucks with a star quarterback, and then they played. I was expecting a real high-scoring, close game.
hmm
No.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more interesting. I still
What
enjoyed it
happens
though.
when Mahomes plays an actual defense?
Mans
The
was
Ravens-
scrambling.
The Ravens-Browns game last year was the most entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Or the Bucks Washington game
Oh yeah, I like that.
with
There was a lot of
It's a
hype.
very good game.
I really liked that game.
I like
But-
the Ravens Chiefs game. That one was pretty cool. Not the best, but I don't know. That one just stuck in my memory.
So what do you think Cowboys will do to the Texans, Nathan?
Surely we can win. I mean, come on.
Who does New England play?
Philadelphia. It's an NFC East team, so surely it's a dub.
And then, honestly,
We play the Bucks.
yeah.
Okay, the Bengals beat the Bucks, but the Bengals
But.
beat us last year. Oh, that hurts.
So-
That was so. I was so mad.
Apparently, only 2 NFC teams won their preseason game last week.
Huh.
Really?
I think it was the 49ers. I don't know the other team. The Bears, I think. Right?
Bears.
Yeah.
Or the Lions. I'm not sure. It was one of those two. It was the Bears. They beat the Dolphins 20-13.
Yep.
But
But yeah, I think if our defense can show out again, and maybe we put in Tannehill and AJ and maybe Julio in, I think we can probably pull off the win.
don't want to hurt Julio now. Don't want to hurt him.
I
He's
wouldn't go
already hurt, bruh. He hasn't practiced in a week and
What
a
is he?
half.
Oh my
He don't even
gosh.
practice, does he?
Yeah, he hasn't practiced in a week and a half.
I feel like he should go in for a couple plays.
Yeah, I think he should go in just to,
Get some
say
small rips.
yeah.
Go in so we can see a million clips on Sports Center.
Julio in the new Titans threads.
Catches one pass. Man, this team sure has some threats on it.
Catches 4-yard slant, and then he's out.
No, what the Titans need to do is just send out every starter
For
and
one
just
play.
have Tannehill like throw an incomplete pass, just like to the dirt, so no one gets hurt, and then just
True.
take them all out. That way they can have like a picture or something, or the post.
That could work.
I was watching the Pat McAfee show, and Ian Rappaport came on there, and he was doing a report at the Titans practice, and Taylor Lewan, I don't know if he's still injured, but was injured at the time, and Ian Rappaport was told when he got there, don't talk to any injured players at all. And Rappaport was talking to somebody, but not Lewan or anybody injured, and Vrabel just starts like chewing him out, middle of practice.
Oh, who
It
is
was
it?
hilarious.
It's there's one dude that Vrabel always goes after in press conferences. It's shoot, give me a second. Paul Kaharski, that dude. He hates that dude. Oh my.
Does he ask him stupid questions or something?
He asked him like super relevant questions and like super like I think they're really good questions. And Vrabel will be like, "Really, Paul?" He'll look at him for a second and be like, "Really, Paul? You really asking this again?" He'll be like, "Just walk out. Just go away."
Frick Mike, bro. Are we gonna be like that?
I love Mike Vrabel.
I like that he's one of the few head coaches still that'll get out on a field and
do
like
reps.
help people. And I think it's good for our linebacker our linebacker core because like they're all pretty young besides like two or three. So
Right.
like he can help them a lot.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, coaching the young dudes is very important. You don't want to wind up being a bust or so.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think all of our teams, for that matter, have a pretty young linebacker core. Right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Well, maybe. I think mine's average age is probably like 28 or so.
Well, everyone, thank you for checking out the Benchwarmers podcast again. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the second week of preseason.